In this Premiere Pro tutorial, I will be breaking down this reel. So let's move into Premiere Pro. First, I will bring all my assets to the video. You will find all of them in the description below. Now, once this is done, if we see in the original video, we have a background. So let's just create that. For that, I will just simply double click on the original one, like here, and I will hit on new item. I can go on color mate, and I will make the width to 1080. The height will be 19 by 20, like this. FPS can be 60. I will make sure to check this dropper tool, and I will paste it like this, then click OK, and I will rename it to PG main like this, and I will bring it to the timeline. This will be our background ready. Now if I see in the original video, and so this is the original one, so there are few elements that we want to add. So let's just do that. For example, here this is bringing from the left side, and then this have a sorry, so we have to bring in this background image, then we have glow. This image comes from bottom to up like this, and then we have the text animation. So let's just simply create one by one. First, I will just simply bring on this image to the timeline. This is the image that we want to use, so I will just simply go and I will just make it bigger, and I think it will be looking pretty much good here. I can make it more bigger as well. Let's just double click on it, and I will paste it like this. Then I can go and I will make sure to bring on this glow, and I will paste it like this. You can go to opacity, and if you want, you can decrease the opacity, or you can just simply go here and you can change the color modes like this. So this is done. Let's just bring in this one. So there will be some of blur as well to that. So I will go to effects and I will search for blur. This is the Gaussian blur preset. I will apply it to this like here. I can go to effects controls and I will decrease the to something. I think this is pretty much okay. Let's just bring the character image to the timeline now, and I will go to effects controls. Let's make it bigger, and I will place it like this. Let me just change this here. I think this will be okay here. If we see in the original video, it will come up to this length. So let's just, I will keep it this way. I will move it to approximately here. I will add a position keyframe, and I will move this forward as our final position at the start. I will bring this down, and now select all of these keyframes, and let's just go on ease in, and then we can go here, and I will just simply bring this down and bring the graph to something like this. So it will give us a fast animation at the start. Gradually it will become slow, so you can see the smoothness. And for these two, let's just simply nest them like this, and I will bring them down. For this one, I will add a position keyframe to here, and for example, if this is right here, I will bring this, and at the start I will bring this out of the frame completely like this. And let's just select both of these keyframes, and I can simply ease in them, and in the graphs editor I will just simply make the graph to something like this. So it will give us this animation. Let me just bring these keyframes forward to make the animation more smoother. I will just simply bring this like this. I think this is perfect. Now moving forward, we will have these three logos of the Chinese, maybe it's Chinese, I don't understand it completely, but you can go with Chinese. Let's just simply bring this. So there will be three. One will be of I think I can make it to 50, like, or I can make it to 30 as well. I think 30 is okay pretty much. I will just place it at here, before his shoulder of the character. I can make this to 40, and I can make a copy of it by holding alt and dragging it up, and I will make this one to 30, and I will just simply bring it to the other side. If we see, it will be looking like here. And for the last one, let me just again copy this, and I will bring it like this. Let's just make it to 20, so it will be like this. Let's just go to effects control, and I will apply some Gaussian blur to it. Let me just increase the value of this, so it will be like this, and this will be, I will copy this Gaussian blur, paste it to this layer as well, but for this one let me just keep it to 30. I think this is perfect now. Now we have to create this. So for this one you can just simply bring in this logo again, and let me just go to effects controls. I will just click on it and let me just paste it, or you can just simply go on rotation to the other side. I will paste it like this, and as usual I will apply the Gaussian blur preset to it, and let me just increase it to 50. Sorry, I think this is pretty 40 will be I think 40 is better. Now this whole frame is done. Let me just move to the text animations. For the text animations, if we see, there are two text animation if you are planning to, and then we have the study in China. So this is pretty much simple. This is position and opacity, and let me just create everything and then I will show you. So for this one, first one, I will be using a graphic template, and let me just bring on to the timeline. This is the graphic template, so I will be using this for this text, and for this one let me just create this. So first I will select this and make sure go to properties and delete the sample text too, because we only need one text. And for this one let me just change the color to black, and let me just type in the text if you are planning to. So if you, so this will be our text like this, and in this section I will just simply move, and we can choose any font, but I will like Helvetica more, so I will be using this Helvetica font. I will choose a bold one. I think this is perfect, and I will decrease the font size of it, and let me just place it like this. I think this is perfect here. Now for the next animations I will be using Premiere Composer, so I will move in text presets, and let's just bring on this fade character animation. I think this is better. Let's just bring it here, then we can move forward. So this is here. So if you're using any animation, text animation from animation composer, sorry, Premiere Composer, you have to go in this section, and then we will have animate in and animate out. We have to disable animate out because it will disable at the end. If I enable it, you can see it will disable at the end because we won't need it. So I will be disabling this feature. Now next, move to the properties, and here I will just simply we have to copy the color of this text. So I will just simply go and let me bring on to this point. I will completely zoom it in. I will go and fill color, and let's just copy this fill color. I think this is okay, and I will change this to we have to change this to study. So I will enable caps lock to make the letters bold. So this will be our text, and let's just move here, and we will be using something somewhat a bold font. So I think this font is pretty much better, and if we see, it will be looking like this. So the text is done. So let me just first, this will be the first text animation. When this is completed, this will appear like this. So we have to match our audio, so that's up to you how to match the audio. You can just simply go on the words and you can copy it. Now the next animation will be an opacity and position animation. So let's just bring it here, and then we will have the text in, sorry, so this will be our text. I will just simply double click on it, and let's just move to the font section. I will be choosing this font for this, and moving back to the color, we will use a light blue color for it like this. So I will go to effects controls. Now let's just make it bigger. For example, I will just simply bring this to the this time, and let's just simply, sorry, we have don't have to double click on it. I will just simply make it like this, and let's just simply make it a bit bigger so that we can also read it. So I think this is okay, and this so let's just move to the properties in here, and I will change it to this color. So this is a bit dark and we can read it. So I think this is perfect. This is animated here. Let's just move it like this. I will go and I will hit on a position and an opacity keyframe, and let's just simply bring these keyframes forward. Final position will be this, and at the start I will just simply make it like this, and I will make the opacity to 0, so it will give us this animation. Let's just select all of these keyframes, and I can simply ease in them in the position graph. Let me just bring it here, and I will adjust this graph to something like this. I think this is perfect. And then if we see, we will have to move to the other frame, and for these two, sorry, you can just simply place, and let's just create the starting animation. For example, I will just simply bring on here. I can just nest them, and for if I am here, I will just simply go and I will add a scale keyframe, and at the start let me just zoom it, and I think this is perfect for now. I can ease in them, and in the scale properties, if you want, you can adjust the graph as well. I think this is better. Perfect. Now moving forward, we will have this animation, sorry, this one. So let's just create that first. For that, I will just simply move, and once this is done, I will just cut it like this. And in here, I will just move forward. uh, if we see the elements, we will have this. So first create this sorry, shape layer. I will go and I will use an ellipse tool, hold shift to create a perfect circle, and it will be like this. Now main thing will be changing color, so let's just move to the colors part. This is the colors part, and I will change the fill to this, and the stroke will be, I will enable it first. Let's just copy this, and it will be a much darker color. So let me just go with this, and if we move back, it will be looking like this. I can change it to 2 for now. I think this is pretty much better. And then I will just bring in this to the timeline. I can just simply go to fax controls, and first we have to place this. So I will just double click on it and bring this down. First I will just click on it, and it will be right here. Then this will have a scale animation like this, and then we will have this. So let's just first and create a scale animation for it. And first for that, now we have to select the anchor point. Make sure the anchor point is in the middle. For example, it is here. Just select anchor point here and then do that. Now add a scale keyframe at the end point, like this will be 100, and at the start we have to make it 0, so it will be giving us this animation. Let's just select both of these keyframes, and I can ease in them. In this section, let me just bring the graph to something like this, so it will give us a shake effect like this. If you want, you can just simply make some adjustment to it like this, but I think the shake was there before, so I think this is perfect. And let me just simply go here. I can go to fax controls, and I will make it like this. I think this will be right here. This is perfect. I will add a scale keyframe to this, and at the start it will be like this. So if we see in the original video, there is no animation to it like this, so this is coming from bottom. So let me just adjust it like this, and I will just simply first make it like here, and I will bring this, add both of these keyframes to ease in, and let's just simply zoom it in, so it will give us this animation. And this is a bit fast, so I will just simply bring, and we have this animation, sorry, everything will be placed right here. I will just simply go, and I can bring this to the timeline. Go to fax control, let me make it smaller. So for these two animations, I think this is pretty much big, so you can just simply adjust the size to your preference. I won't be doing that again. So this will be right here, and then you can type the text and everything, and then the text animation will be same. Then we can have a zoom effect. So for zoom effect, let me just simply bring this right here, and I will select all of this, and I can nest them. Just simply select it, add a scale keyframe, move a few frames, then we can just simply give it a small zoom, then we can ease in it like this. And then in the scale properties, I will just simply make sure it is like this, like this. I think this is perfect. We can always adjust it like this as well. I think this is better. Now moving forward, we will have our next frame. So this is the next frame, and this is pretty much simple. There is no animation, the simple design. So let me just cut this layer for now. For example, it ends here. I will just simply cut it like this, then move here. If we see in the original video, we will have this png to the timeline. I will just simply bring this right here. Go to fax control, let me just zoom it in, and I will bring it like here. I think this will be here, and the opacity, sorry, the scale will be, I think, 140. 140 is pretty much okay. I think it will be here. Then if we see in the original video, there are a few lines behind it. So to create the lines, I will just simply add a pen tool, and then we will have one line here. So it will start from here to this point, this point. Now I will just simply move, and I will disable stroke, enable, sorry, disable fill, enable stroke, and the fill color will be to the background, but it will be a much darker, and this value will be 4. I think this is pretty much okay. Let me just simply see it. So we will bring this image to the top and bring this down like this, and I will just simply select the shape again. The color is not looking good, so I will change the color to, I think this is okay, and I will increase the stroke to like this, and we can just go, and in the preset section I will apply a Gaussian blur preset to it like this, so it will look better. Now I will make a copy of it. Let me just arrange it, and then I will just select it, go to effects controls, and let me just change the rotation of it, and I will just simply click on it, and it will be going pretty much here. So I think this is better now. Now this is done. Then we will have this animation, so I will be using a green screen for that. If we see, this is moving right here, so I will just simply go on the Monday, and I will now unlink it first, and I will delete the audio for both. Let me just unlink it and then delete it. I will bring it right here, and to remove the green screen I will be using an effect called ultra key. I will bring this to the timeline. Now moving, and I will choose this pen tool and delete it, and like this. So I think I can just simply double click on it, and let me just bring it like here. Now I will just select this clip. I will press Ctrl R, and I will make this value to 200, or we can make it to 500. I think this is a bit fast, so let me just make it to 300. Like, I think this is better. And in the effect section, as usual, we will apply the Gaussian blur to this like this, so this is visible pretty much, but it will be looking like this. Then we will have the text animations and everything. So these are pretty much explained again. So that's all for today's video. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye.